branding for success. This is Dana Susan Beasley of angelarts.biz and brandidentitymentor.com. So today I'm going to talk about how taking care of yourself is branding. Now, why do I say that? Because you are your brand. Your personality is your brand. You need the energy to work on your business. In the last few months, or in the last, actually week or so, we've been really dialing down on vision and what we're going to do and getting plans straight. And sometimes, quite frankly, I get overwhelmed and think, well, how am I going to have the energy to sustain that? And then I realize I have to take care of myself. And that means that I need to take my supplements. I need to be feeding myself with the right nourishment, and I need to get the proper sleep and exercise. Very, very important, because the more I am able to do that, the more my mind is at rest and be able to be clear, and the more energy that I will have. Now, I'll tell you that I was not very good at that, and I still have times that I'm not very good at doing all of those things I mentioned. But here's what I found motivates me. I found the thing that motivates me to exercise. And it's kind of a funny story, but a few years ago, my son said to me, "Mom, I want you to get into Bigfooting." And see, now my son, he has Asperger's, and he is passionate about cryptozoology. And so he said that, and I'm like, okay. And I was kind of scared. I grew up in the 70s with Leonard Nimoy, In Search of, and I had seen documentaries, and my brother and I used to wander around in the Jemez Mountains in New Mexico, quote unquote, looking for Bigfoot. And then when I was 14, I really thought Bigfoot was going to come over the hill and kidnap me and take me away. I mean, that's how silly I was. So here I have all this in my mind when he says this. So I said, okay. And I started researching it and researching avenues for my son to experience this interest, because I know that his interest and passions are very important, and it's very important for me to delve into that. So I found this contact, and he runs a museum in Bailey, Colorado. And so we decided we were going to go to Bailey, Colorado, because there are lots of hot spots there. So we went camping there in the summer of 2019, and that was the first time I ever Bigfooted. And I was scared, but I loved it, and I got Bigfoot fever. And so then what happened is, because of that, I met this friend, and she asked my son and I if we would go on the Colorado Trail. That was actually a dream that I had a long time ago, back in the 90s, and I had forgotten about it. And so when she said that, it really inspired me. And so I realized that I needed to go a long ways to get in shape. So I started to exercise regularly, do squats, all these sorts of things. And I will tell you, when we first started hiking back in 2019, I couldn't go hardly a quarter of a mile without stopping and saying, I can't go anymore. And like in 2019, actually, I think in early 2020, we went back to Bailey, and we went to this trail, and I could barely go a quarter of a mile. And then we went a year later, after I'd done all this exercise, and I went 3 or 4 miles, no problem. So I really, really did improve. And what inspired me was this huge dream of going on the Colorado Trail. Now, it hasn't worked out this summer for various reasons, and so I've got next summer, in mind, and that's going to inspire me to get back to it and really, get that going, because that is my brand. And it turns out that the whole idea of Bigfooting has, in a way, become a brand in itself, because I started a YouTube channel called Sasquatch Mom, and I'm writing a book about a fiction book. And so it's all kind of working together, and my son's photographs are part of that because he's a photographer. So it all kind of worked together. So exercise literally became my brand in that sense. But it's what is going to give me the energy to get everything done that I need to do. And that is why exercise is so important. All right, so I hope that inspires you. So what you need to do is you need to think about what kind of goal is going to motivate you. But maybe you're not like me. Maybe, like one of my nieces, she can't think about that. She just has to think day by day. Maybe you're like that. That's fine. And then think about what you enjoy, because it's not about trudging on a treadmill if you really hate that. Find things that you love. We love to hike. And so we do that at least once a week. And then I love to dance, and that's, something else that I incorporate. And I like Pilates, and that is easy for me. So find things that you enjoy, and then it will be a regular part of your day. And another thing I love to do is I do have this piece of equipment called a waver. It's an oscillating machine, and I often dance on it. And then I listen to praise music. So not only am I getting that exercise, but I'm also using it as time with the Lord, and praise music, very important. So think through things like that and have fun with it. And I hope that you find that energy that you need to really build your brand and have branding success. All right, so that's all. And look below for this resource that I have. A lot of times business owners fly by the seat of their pants, and that's fine up to a point, but there is a point where you need a plan. And it is now almost the third quarter. By this time this video comes out, it's the third quarter is almost over. That's what I'm trying to say. And so we've got one more quarter. And what if you made it count? You made a plan and you really made it count, and that it was an accomplishment that you look back on and was really thrilled about. And then you could take the tools that I teach you in this 5-day business plan class, and project forward also into the next year. So right now I have it on special because it is a 2021 business plan course, and I'll be updating it soon for 2022. So take advantage of this sale right now. It is a worthwhile investment, and you can buy it for less than a fast food meal for 2. So you're going to make an incredible return on your investment if you invest yourself into this plan, this course, and learn all about it. All right, so find that below. Again, this is Dana Susan Beasley of angelarts.biz and brandidentitymentor.com. Together, may we reach new heights in our businesses and beyond.